Hi everyone, this is Dr. LaKeisha J. Cole. I am enjoying this Friday evening at home. I'm waiting for the NBA games to begin. The Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors and the LA Lakers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Can't wait. I'm excited to see who's going to do what. I'm just home doing laundry. Um, and I will be, I'm going to iron and talk. So, anyway, I want to probably talk about today. I posted an Instagram, and I want you to go to my Instagram page at Dr. Jean Co. and, really read the motivation and inspirational messages that I have posted. There are nothing but beautiful flowers and positive messaging. So allow yourself to be open minded when you read them because it's all intended to be positive. And as I stated, when you're being positive, you also have to be truthful. And sometimes the truth isn't always easily received because, who wants to hear the truth, right? But anyway, I was thinking about people and loving yourself. And, I talk about self love and positivity and just give you some things to think about. But I was really just thinking about how, you just have to love yourself enough because you can't really expect other people to love and respect and appreciate you in the way that you appreciate yourself. And hopefully you appreciate yourself more than other people appreciate you, because you definitely want to treat yourself well and good. And let me get the iron. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was fast. But this is my small ironing board. But I was just thinking about how, when you're loving yourself, you really have to love yourself because, people will use you. I know that that's not probably the most popular topic, but people will use you and abuse you. And I was just thinking about how, you may find this with yourself, just like I do, but, when you are loving everyone, when you are loving everyone, sometimes people will just take advantage and they'll use you up until you have nothing left. And, as long as you're doing what people want you to do, it just seems like, oh, everyone is loving and everything. But then as soon as you, did I do this right? I did that one right. No, I did this earlier. Here it is. But as soon as you, tell people no, they just act so like, where's the love now? Oh, do you hear the thunder? It's like, where's the love now? You only love people when, what am I doing? There you go, the key. It's like, they'll love you until, I don't use this often, as you can see. I get my stuff dry cleaned because I don't have time to iron. But I do know how to iron well. I just like my stuff dry clean. But you just have to really care about yourself And I keep preaching that now because I feel like for me personally, I've had to learn the hard way of how to love and appreciate myself to the point where I don't allow my kindness to be taken for weakness. And, when you care about people, and as I stated before, I used to be a people pleaser, but I enjoyed, it was enjoyment for me. It wasn't like I was just trying to please people to make them happy and it was making me miserable. No, I really enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed seeing people happy, and I enjoyed doing things for other people. And when I became older and my circumstances changed, I found that I had to loosen it up a little bit on doing so much for other people, and I needed to take more time doing things for myself and paying more attention to myself, on a mental, spiritual, and physical level. So, and I learned then that, wow, I was just shocked, honestly, at what I had seen. And I discovered that, um, people just didn't take it too well. They didn't receive it too well. And, I feel like some of the friendships that I had, that I put and poured so much into, like from my heart and from a good place, a genuine place, um, I just didn't feel emotionally like I received that love back. But, and I didn't necessarily respond to it positively either. Once I discovered that people didn't act the way that I thought that they should act. And I learned a lot about myself as well, and things that I needed to improve on and change, which was that you can't, or I couldn't, just get upset with people because they didn't respond the way that I thought they should have responded, when I knew I was coming from a good place. Because the truth is that even though I knew where I was coming from, they didn't know where I was coming from. Even if I explained it to them, they still didn't know where I was coming from, because they're not me. They're people can only try to understand you and try to put themselves in your shoes, but they're not in your mind. So you can't really get upset with people when they don't react how you think they should. Your best thing to do is just, tell people how you feel, be straightforward about it, but allow them to be them the same way that you want to be who you are. And I think it turns out better that way. But yeah, I just know that you have to love yourself, and you have to be your biggest supporter, and learn how to bounce back fast, when you hit a rough spot in your life, because you definitely don't want to, be go through life being bitter and angry and mad at people because, how they act, and how they're being, because that's what you want to do. You want to be who you want to be, so you also want to understand that people need to be who they are. And when things don't go your way, you have to learn how to not pout and act like a baby, truthfully speaking. And that's something that I had to do myself. And I also was able to see that other people would treat me like that. If I didn't do what people wanted me to do, they just throw me away like a piece of trash, you know, and they don't want to talk to you no more, or maybe friendships, you're not friends anymore, you know, because of misunderstandings, and you're not communicating to see, okay, well, this is how she felt, or this is how he felt, or whomever you're dealing with. And so communication is very important as well. And you know, and then sometimes you just, you know, it's just meant for you to move on in life, you know, from people, and for people to move on in life from you. You know, maybe you've had your time as friends or associates, or however you want to put it. Um, you know, sometimes relationships are just meant for a certain period of time. You know, you've heard about seasons, and it's true. You know, sometimes you just have seasons with people. It's not, you know, designed to be forever. And and then other relationships are designed to be forever. You know, until death. But it's definitely a lot to learn. A lot to learn about yourself. A lot to learn about other people.